Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think we should start right now.
You can start.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't see. Hmm? Okay, I don't know how I missed it. Here's a Leo. Yes, that. He's vice president.
We are live on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and I'm just posting the link in the chat to the host and the panelists. Thank you. And we can
Thank
just
you.
carry on.
Thank you, Echo India. Thank you. And thanks to Khalsa College. And thanks to my team, Shubha, Dr. Sandhya. Anyhow, all yours, Leo President Deepthi and Dr. Kavita, Madam.
Yeah, so I think we should start. It's already 11:06. Okay. So hello, namaste, a very good evening, and wishing you all a very happy Onam. And firstly, let me start with introducing myself. I am Dipti K. Kalyan, the president of the Leo Club of GN Khalsa College. So just a backstory of what actually Leo clubs are. For the ones who know and also for the ones who don't know. So Leo Club are the youth wing of Lions International, the renowned organization. So what we do at Leo Club is basically hone our own skills, abilities, along with helping the society to get a better shape for a better future. So yeah, that was just a one liner for that. And also I'm a student of MSc Part 1 from the FISC department, Bioanalytical Sciences department of Guru Nanak Khalsa College. And it is a moment of pleasure for me to welcome you all to Dream It, Be It, a collaboration of Leo Club of GN Khalsa College and a 5 years integrated course of Bioanalytical Sciences department, Guru Nanak Khalsa College. Also, I am highly honored to introduce and welcome the guest of honor for the session. In absentia, Dr. Kiran Mangaonkar, sir, the principal of Guru Nanak Khalsa College, Dr. Sukhjeet Gujral, ma'am. She is the associate professor of chemistry department and the head of GNIRD wing. And Dr. Mrs. Swaranji Chima, madam. She is the HOD of botany department and an associate professor at Guru Nanak Khalsa College. So we are highly indeed full of gratitude to have you all joining here with us today. Also, just to put it out there, a couple of days ago, we lucked out to have this opportunity to meet this ball of energy, and the experience that we underwent enforced us to come up with this webinar for everyone out there. It is just our attempt to bring your way the energy, the zest, the vibes that we felt. And I might not be making any sense right now, but by the end of the session, you all will exactly know what I'm talking about. And without further giving more details, I would like to request Dr. Sukhjeet Gujral, ma'am, to please introduce the speaker of honor for the session. So, ma'am, over to you.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to this webinar. Today is a very auspicious festival of Onam, so wishing all of you all a very happy and prosperous Onam. It is a very proud day because the Leo Club of Guru Nanak Khalsa College, in collaboration with 5 years integrated course of Bioanalytical Sciences, today is, along with, I think the ECO is one partner, is hosting this wonderful program, a program of self-motivation, because we are going to meet and know Dr. Natarajan in a much better way today. So it is my proud privilege to introduce Dr. Natarajan to the whole audience. Before I just do this honors, I would like to welcome Sir to Guru Nanak Khalsa College. Sir, we are Aditya Jyot, one hospital is in Matunga, and we have a close association with them also. Yeah. So it's my proud privilege to introduce Dr. Natarajan to us, who is a Padam Shri, a Guinness Book of Record awardee also. So he has been a vitreoretinal surgeon since the year 1984. That's a long innings, sir. He is a chartered member of Retina Hall of Fame. He has been the president of TOSI, Sankara Netrale Alumni, that is EPOS. Previously, he has been the president of so many national organizations associated in this area. He is the worldwide secretary general of GEGC, the board trustee, ICO, and board member of ISOT. Professor Dr. Natarajan is the Guinness World Record holder for screening the maximum number of diabetic retinoplasty cases in Asia's largest urban slum, which is Dharavi in Mumbai, as you know. And in the short span of 8 hours, he has the expertise to take over 649 patients. He has been awarded the Padam Shri by the Government of India, by the President, and a state award by the Government of Jammu and Kashmir for his meritorious public service. Sir has done more than 60,000 vitreoretinal surgeries and has given more than 2,500 invited guest lectures all over the world, in so many countries, nook and corner of this world. He has authored more than 4 books, and he has got more than 100 peer-reviewed publications. That's a huge, huge merit, sir. He is currently the managing trustee of Aditya Jyot Foundation for Twinkling Little Eyes, and which is a non-profit NGO serving economically weaker section of the society by arranging free medical camps. And when we say free medical camps, can you imagine? He has conducted more than 3,500 such free medical camps. Sab bade dildar hai, wow. He has touched 8 million lives in screening and more than 2 lakh of slum houses all over the place. Wow. Sir, we welcome you because here is one person who's so very enterprising, जिसमें इतना सेवा भाव कूट कर भरा है. He has used his expertise, in this particular field, and taken care of millions of poor slum workers and taking care of their operations for the eye. What is that, sir, that gives you this, ignites this kind of spark for you in you that you do so much seva? What is the motivation behind this? How you have this perseverance to go through so many years in your life without losing little bit of that seva, sir? Itni seva bhav kahan se laate hain? Hamare Gurmukhi mein kaha jata hai, Guru Granth Sahib has said that seva karna bahut uch kaam hai, sir. Aur ye sare dharmon mein kaha hai, sir. Where you find this inspiration, and with this inspiration, I'm sure you are going to encourage our Leo Club members of all the students towards doing seva, nishkam seva kaise karna hai, kaise isko apne जीवन में एक लक्ष्य बनाना है और ये आज और कल की बातें हमेशा निरंतर करते जाना है. With this brief introduction, here we have got a Padam Shri awardee, Dr. Natarajan, with us to take you through this journey today. And I'm sure the students are going to feel encouraged, inspired, motivated to remain committed for seva. Welcome to Khalsa College, sir. It's our proud privilege to have you here. So on behalf of the department, Guru Nanak Khalsa College, and the management of Khalsa College, sir, welcome, happy Onam, Sat Sri Akal.
Thank you, Sat Sri Akal. So I love the Golden Temple. So my inspiration is Swami Vivekananda. So I didn't plan it, but I'll start with this. It says, ours not to reason why, ours but to do and die. Be of good cheer and believe that we are selected by the Lord to do great things, and we will do them. So that's my inspiration. And plus, I keep telling this, we are from a parampara, my father, grandfather, and maybe great-grandfather. What the right hand does, the left hand should not know. And the same place, we also have a king called the Parivalavan, I think. He actually when his chariot got stuck. By the time they came back from palace to take it back because the wheel got stuck into the mud, the plant had already grown into the wheel into his chariot. And you know what he did? He donated that chariot to the plant. He said, when the plant is growing, so that's how we have been trained from school younger days. So anyway, coming back to my topic, I wish you all a happy Onam. And yesterday was Varalakshmi Puja. Varalakshmi is the goddess of Lakshmi, goddess of wealth. And so I actually gave the topic how to be wealthy, famous, and still be humble. And that's why I love Golden Temple. And so many of my patients have given me that Golden Temple that made of that gold leaf. And the main thing that I think I learned one thing from the Gurudwara is about Langar. So I have this roti bank, this one, which is belongs to the like Shivanandan, who's my best friend, and he is the managing trustee. Every day we give 11,000 meals free outside KM Hospital, the slums, then Tata Cancer Hospital. So I have this book, which I hope I've given it to Dipti and others. So I have got this Holy Granth of, I'll start with that, being a Khalsa college. The Holy Sikh Scripture, the Guru Granth Sahib. Love God and remember Him by name, by any name, Allah, Ram, Govind, Christ, Guru. So I think he's a great example. So I understood the philosophy of Guru Govind, and so happened I am associated with a lot of Guru Nanak faculty, including the previous principal and the current principal too. And I believe my current principal was in Ruya College before and probably helped my son. So with this, I'll start my talk. I'm sharing the screen. So I thank Echo India because we have a MOU with Echo India as a president of Teleophthalmic Society. So I also want Dipti to keep in between reminding me about the time, because once sometimes I keep and Dipti experienced it last Sunday when she was the Leo Karaba president, and then she was supposed to address, but I interrupted an address. So you can interrupt me today, Dipti, and also Dr. Kavita and Dr. Chima. So the topic chose by them is Dream It, Be It. And it really chose well because you can see the title slide prepared by Dr. Sandhya gave the idea. I dreamt like this. And I'm remembering this Air India building, which I used to tell my son, we should create an institute like Air India building, because I saw the research institute in Boston and also the MIT, the building stands so tall. And why not we create it and get out of it? That's my dream. So one day we'll do it and get out of it. So this was what talk I gave to a Cochin Ophthalmic Club for the junior eye doctors. So they said, what is the amazing work you have done in the clinical, academic, training, research, business, leadership, philanthropic aspects of ophthalmology, which I will be going through. So what we are as a society, people of same matter, with each having immense potential. With each child, the world begins anew. And so because we are the thinkers, researchers, healers, with these capabilities, we choose our paths. The healers can include doctors and all the people, because as a son, you are a healer to your father. As a father, you are a healer to your son, and so on, like the mother and daughter, wife, husband. So one step must start each journey. So just like Po, the panda, I too had a humble beginning in the small temple town of Madurai, where yesterday was that Puttu Tiruvula. Maybe you should do a Google search on what is that. Puttu is a thing which was given during the festival yesterday, and I was born in that star a few years back. And this is the Po, the panda. And it is like my life. So this is my father and mother and myself and I'm happy. Even that time I'm smiling. But I remember a bit before the 3 or 4 years old, I was a crying child. What is the meaning? That means I was all the time, if my rubber is missing or pencil is missing, or I lose a carom board, or I lose a shuttle with my father, I used to cry. So my father used to beat me, and I still remember. I'm happy I didn't become a rebel, because he said, why are you like this, like a touch me not? Anything you are simple, you are crying. But I'm happy. He made me a very happy child. You can see all the photographs I'm showing my teeth. And I'm happy. This is my grandfather and grandmother. That is my mother's father and mother. And that's the hospital I started in the garage. So the first vitrectomy in the world was done in a garage. So I'm happy. I also started my career in Bombay in garage. So this is my grandfather, late Dr. Nataraja Pillai, my father, Dr. N.S. Sundaram, and both of them were studied in the same medical college, the same government eye hospital, which is the oldest eye hospital in Asia. And you can see that's my father and mother, which on their 52nd wedding anniversary, they were with me. And that's my guru, Dr. Badrinath, and my mentor, we call him my friend, philosopher, guide, Shivanandan. And I always salute, finally, God. So my 4 elements with their blessings, I'm a doctor and continuing. You asked me the question, what is that spark? Because I'm associated with Dr. Badrinath, who is a God's angel, and he is my mentor and who made me as a vitreoretinal surgeon. And he knows me from my childhood because my father and grandfather were eye doctors. So I used to visit him. So that was my father's great contribution to me. Every Sunday, we used to go to 4 or 5 family parents' house. And then Mr. Shivanandan, he is everything for me. I hope he is watching this. I'm not sure. But either way, he is my friend, philosopher, guide, father, brother, grandfather, everything for me. And finally, God. So every day I do this. So we have 3 trees planted, one for my parents, one for my paternal parents, and another for my maternal parents. And then the paternal parent, he was because my May 1st was my grandfather's birthday, 1900. He came and planted the tree. So the entire thing is a motivation to the youth here. And Swami Vivekananda again believed that the youth is tomorrow's India. And he told that in 1898. How true it is even in 2021. Not just by preaching, neither by mentioning remarkable historic evolution, only nor by words of wisdom, but by sharing example of my own life along with the Kung Fu Panda, combining effects of these 3 to inspire the beautiful mind like yours. And I hope this is what my good friend Dr. Abdul Kalam said, ignite the minds and ignite the youthful mind. Let me take this wonderful opportunity to share my story. I'm never tired of my story and I'm always enjoying. So a real warrior never quits. You can see the panda, who pose the panda, how he is not smiling and I'm smiling. And see, there is no easy way to mastery. That's the tigress which says. And it took tigress 20 years to develop fists of steel, 20 years of practicing kung fu and punching iron trees. Mastery is all about developing healthy habits, which will raise your chances of becoming successful, but that takes time and perseverance. And this is what you asked me, how I'm perseverantly serving people. But because every day I'm being, I won't say brainwashed, I'm imbibed this from probably the kings of Tamil Nadu, from the scriptures, from the various religions. So I'm happy I've extracted whatever I wanted and used this extra time to develop a skill and perfect it. No shortcuts, only practice, practice, practice. And I'm very proud of my parents for molding me into this position. And here my uncles are there, but I'm wearing the tie with my cousin, who actually runs the biggest textile shop in Madras. Unfortunately, he died of an accident, and that's my brother in the middle, and then me. And again, showing my teeth. So I'm thankful to my late father and mother, and my great grandfather, who really gave me that idea. They put the seed when I was even 5 years old. And my father, Dr. N.S. Sundaram, gift to me was education. And my mother gave me all the love, affection, food, and her support for my success. She was always cheerful. Whatever I do, whatever mistakes I did, I think I'm emotional. Water. I grew up in a government ophthalmic eye hospital, as a third generation ophthalmologist. It is the same house, 10 Marshalls Road. My grandfather lived in 1930s to 40s, and my father lived from 1955. And I was born in 1957 in Madurai, and then moved to this compound. And you can believe that, you can imagine that I grew up in that compound, breathing in and out only ophthalmology. So that's my problem. And I think for me, life is ophthalmology, and that's the compound, which is the oldest eye hospital, in the second in the world and first in Asia. and India. And you can see that. And still the building stands good. Thank God. I was the president of All India Ophthalmic Society, which is the largest ophthalmic society in the world, and celebrated in 2019 200 years of glorious years of government eye hospital and ophthalmology. And we are the first eye doctor in the world. He was actually a regular surgeon called Shushusha in 600 BC, 2600 years back, did the first cataract surgery. And right from my schooling days, I actually wanted to be an eye doctor because I was in the eye hospital compound. I was wearing tie since my childhood. I think it happened accidentally, and I'm glad my people didn't find my photographs where I don't wear any dress. And so this is my education, and I'm glad I was doing my opening my clinic, and it was not a child labor. And I remember a lot of my friends used to tell, "Arey, your father is making you work." No, I think I was a boy in the room, and I was putting drops to the patient. I still remember once an actress came that time, and she saw me outside, and I was reading, and she told me, she gave me, that time my father's consulting fee was 10 rupees only. It was in 70s, and then she gave me 10 rupees as a tip and said, "You can take and buy some. What do you like?" I said, "No, I don't want anything. My father has given me anything." And my father and mother taught me, don't take any gift from anybody unless they give me permission. I'll not even take a chocolate. Anyway, I hated chocolate, and no wonder it has been said, "Learn to be with the wise, and your life will flow and glow." My friends, this is what I want to remind. And as a 10-year-old, I still remember I used to take my father's ophthalmoscope, the instrument which you use for checking the eye. Well, my only patient was my dog, because he was patient, really patient. And the mistake I did was I saw my father using a needle and removing that iron particles which falls on the people's eye because they don't use a protective goggle. And then I used to remove it. So I used to put torch because they'll come in the night, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time. So I was, but he was putting some anesthesia drops, which I forgot to observe that. So I took a needle and touched the dog's eye, and suddenly I remember this, and the dog hit me. Fortunately, it was a pet dog, but he didn't bite me, but he hit it with his paw and only scratched the cheek, but nothing happened. But it was my pet dog. So I was a captain of the football team, an athletic team. So I followed, according to my principal that time, a neurosurgeon, Dr. Ramurthy said, sound mind in a sound body, and which is what I was an athletic champion. And this is probably a third prize, I think, in that one of the team. But I was a 10-kilometer champion, an athletic captain, and a football captain. So I could play everything. So my physiology professor told me, how can you have a fast muscle and a slow muscle? If any of the people can read, the fast runner like Usain Bolt, his muscles will be different. There's a thing called Krebs cycle, which is the muscle, which will be different. And then there is a fast muscle, which is for the sprinters. And for long distance, the muscle will be different. And so this is as an athletic captain, I carried the Olympic torch. That is the time first vice chancellor of Tamil Nadu MGR University, and that the director of medical education, and me representing MMC stands for Madras Medical College, which is again 190 years old. And our government general hospital is 335 years old, which is started in 16th century. And my inspiration that Yad Bhavam Tad Bhavati, you become what you think. So this is what is that, and I think it's there in Bible, thou shall be. It is there in Sanskrit, Tadastu. So my friends, please always think what you want, and always think positive. What does that mean? I don't want you to use the word. I'm sorry, again using the negative word, don't want. So I want you to only think what you want. Okay, so the power of thought. So I was inspired this visionary V.G. Panir Das. If anybody has crossed the Sion Medical College, but turning towards the main road to Dharavi, there is a shop called VGP. It will be black and yellow. And who dream, I knew him from my childhood, who made the first hire purchase in the country. And he actually was selling transistor costing 100 rupees in 1965 to the people there. And the vegetable fellows will have a transistor, and they were paying only 50 paisa a day. So that was the hire purchase he propagated. And that time he had only 2 shops in Madras. And now they have so many. They have the VGP Golden Beach. They have the what do you call, theme park, so on. So he told me that you convert your dream into a prayer. So my prayer was I should become in. I prayed in Tamil. நான் ஒரு உலக புகழ் பெற்ற நல்ல கண் மருத்துவராக வர வேண்டும். Translates into I want to become the best internationally renowned eye doctor. I don't know how I got this. My father and grandfather never traveled abroad, but thanks to Mr. V.G. Panidas, who's no more, but his brother, who's my uncle, in the sense where as a kid. So I'm glad my father paid 232 rupees a year to make me a doctor, and that's the greatness of my government of Tamil Nadu. So my friend and best friend, Maharashtrian Shivaji Rao Gaikwad, who became a superstar in the world, not only in Tamil Nadu, Rajinikanth told, I'm born in Maharashtra, I lived in Karnataka, and finally the Tamil Bhumi gave me everything for him. Similarly, I was born in Madurai, lived in Madras, educated in Madras at those days, and now the Karma Bhumi, Bombay, has given me everything, name, fame, money, all of you, and my entire team of eye hospital. So I completed my post-graduation in ophthalmology from University of Madras in 1984. And after which I pursued my fellowship in vitreoretinal surgery. How many minutes? And at Shankar Nethralaya by the legend, he's a living legend, Padma Bhushan, Dr. Srinivasa Sengamedu Badrinath, who trained me. And I'm thankful to my father who took this microscope and gave me in 1982 when I just joined postgraduate in ophthalmology in Government Eye Hospital. When nobody was using microscope except Dr. Badrinath and maybe few in the country, maybe Dr. Madan Mohan. And he gave me to practice in the hospital. And I think that's the greatness. And then I assisted. This is why I remember Punjab, and Dr. Daljit Singh is a household name in the entire Punjab. And he lived in Amritsar. He used to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And 3 o'clock he started surgery. And can you believe he made this lens called iris claw lens? You can see that on the eye, which is an artificial intraocular lens, one of the pioneers in the world. And he did it with a doctor called Dr. John Worst, W-O-R-S-T. So he called this lens as a Daljit Worst lens. So everybody used to think it's the worst lens. Unfortunately, it produced complication. And both of them used steel sutures in the eye, which is totally unconventional. And anybody who's a great man like Einstein, like Dr. Daljit Singh, and their children have made a big hospital, Ravijit Singh, Indu Singh, Kiranjit Singh from Amritsar, if you go there. And I actually, he was my fan. Even though I was young, maybe 20 or 25 years younger to him, he was a professor when I met him, because I assisted him in 1983 when he came to Madras, and I decided to be a cornea surgeon, intraocular lens implant surgeon, and removing cataract. This was a triple procedure I wanted to be. And for that, I went to Dr. Badrinath, but he made me a vitreoretinal surgeon. No regrets, because what I can do, many cannot do in the world even today. And that's Dr. Badrinath when he visited to Bombay, along with the doctor in Bombay here. And this is my teacher. The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher like my Dr. Badrinath inspires. And he's inspired me so much, because it is one of the biggest philanthropic institutions in the world, and which is the number one in India. And these words are given by William Arthur, but Dr. Badrinath is a great teacher. I hope these words inspire the principal and the faculty to inspire more students. And clinically, I think I was trained as one of the world's best vitreoretinal surgeon, even in 1984. And 85 to 88, I was a junior most consultant. I had the highest experience as the youngest vitreoretinal surgeon in the world, thanks to Dr. Badrinath. In 86, this great man, Dr. Jalja Jovanovic, he was a Yugoslavian by birth. He was born in a city or a country called Montenegro now, and that time part of Yugoslavia. Unfortunately, Yugoslavia is divided into 5 countries now: Serbia, Croatia, and Montenegro. And where he was born in a small town called Herceg-Novi. He was born to an eye doctor, and at the age of 33, he became an eye doctor. And the greatness of him, I don't know how, Dr. Badrinath called him. He inspired me, and he is called the father of modern vitreoretinal surgery. And that's the greatness of my guru. He introduced me to the gurus to me. His own guru, Dr. Charles Keepens, but Dr. Jovanovich changed my thinking, because he recognized me when he came to the Shankaranethala to see me operating. He said, "You have a golden fingers," and Dr. Badrinath repeated it. So that's why, my dear students, I want you to say that continuously keep getting blessings from your teachers, and that's important. You can see later he came to our own hospital. You can see Dr. Sharma, who's an anesthetist now. He's about 72 years old. And then Dr. Jovanovich is around 85 years old. And they is alive. Whenever I go to Montenegro, he drives me. And I went to a city called Podgorica. And he told me, how the hell you found this airport? Well, I myself didn't know there's an airport like that, because I had to land. And it was a big task to go to Montenegro. But amazing. He came to Mumbai, Bombay that time, several times to teach vitreoretinal surgery to me and to all the eye doctors of India. And so the constant inspiration. There is a question professor asked me. So Swami Vivekananda says, same thing I'm repeating. I feel like I'm Swami Vivekananda when I'm telling, stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders, and know that you're the creator of your own destiny. You said, you create your destiny with your fingers, with your hand. So friends, don't tell me I'm born in a poor family, middle class family, my father is so-and-so, my father is a watchman, my father is a rickshaw puller, whatever. My father, so what? My father was eye doctor, grandfather was eye doctor, but they didn't give me money. They gave me education. They gave me wisdom. They gave me blessing. So I think that's important. Then in the business angle. So in 1988, I was offered the position of head of vitreoretinal surgery, and I came and I performed 1,500 retina surgeries till 90. And that was a platform which showed the world that I'm a great vitreoretinal surgeon. Even though I was a vitreoretinal surgeon in Madras, you won't believe, all the surgeons were at that time double my age, but they could not do what I could do. And there is no government here. There's no garv here. There's no, I think the sense of accomplishment is here. So I want you to be bold. As Swami Vivekananda said, if you are great, why can't you tell you are great? So tell yourself. But unfortunately, I hope the chairman, Mr. Bharat Taparia, knows this, that lack of latest instruments for retina surgery, which gave rise to Aditya Jyoti Eye Hospital in 1990. And I think I give credit to Mr. Bharat Taparia, who's my good friend, because he didn't give me what I wanted. So I struggled for it. I earned that I should start Aditya Jyoti. Aditya means sun god who gives light to the world. Jyot means lamp, which removes the darkness around. So tamaso jyotirmagaya, that means remove the darkness. That is what is guru also. Gu is the darkness, and then the one who removes the darkness is guru. So all the teachers here, I hope you remove the darkness in the children's mind. And yesterday I interacted with two of the students, with Dipti and many students on that day, thanks to Dipti and Dr. Kavita Pandey for the opportunity. So I thank God for this opportunity to guide them, because I love to guide and inspire young people, and I love them. I want more love and abundance from all of you, and including my staff. Shubha is here, Atul is here, and Sandhya is here. And this is how I started. When my friends, I told them I'm starting the hospital in Dadar in around March 1990. They told me, who will come to Dadar? Dadar is the laborer area. You can see I created a backdrop like that with the Aditya Jyoti Hospital. Dr. Badrinath inaugurated it. And that is the symbol. And later, 20 years later, one of my friends said, it looks like a family planning of India. So I changed it. And this was the other one. We made it a square. You can see my great Dr. Badrinath.
Dr. Rao, Dr. Natarajan, Dr. Natarajan, the elect of Bombay. I express my respectful greetings to one and all of you who are assembled on this.
So Shubha reminds me, it is already 30 minutes over. So this is what I put in the hospital, which is there in the hospital. I changed the Gandhiji's word. So I take, because I was the editor also. So if you copy, it becomes a plagiarism. But I am not copied. I edited it without Gandhiji's permission. that a word, the business, I think customer. He put it as customer. I changed it to patient. A patient is the most important visitor on our premises. That is our hospital. He is not dependent on us. I think it should be he or she. We are dependent on him or her. He is not an she or he is not an interruption in our work. She or he is the purpose of it. She or he is not an outsider in our hospital, not business. She or he is a part of it. And we are not doing him or her a favor by serving him or her. She or he is doing us a favor by giving us an opportunity to do so. So same thing, I thank all of you for giving me the opportunity. Dr. Kavita Madam, whenever you want, you can tell me. I can stop or interact. And Deepthi, you also can interrupt, I told. So this was started in the Aditya Jyot and the other. So that time, the topic is dream it. So I was dreaming of an eye hospital from the age of 10 because I saw one Dr. Babu Rajendran had his own hospital, which he took over from Dr. Badrinath called Vijaya Hospital and made it. So I used to tell my father, if you make an hospital, you should make like Dr. Babu Rajendran. And so thanks to my friend, Mr. Shivanandan, who told me, come on, have a facade. So that's what I created and be it. So this happened in 2004. Then next what? So you have to keep on changing the goalposts. So what is that goalpost? That means you want to achieve a big hospital, you did it. The next what? So whatever you have, like Oogway told the Po, the Kung Fu Panda, you must believe. So students, you must believe what you want. So bring yourself out of the shell that confirms you today that you are poor, rich, you are handicapped, you are diabetic, you are hypertensive, or my father doesn't know English, or I don't know English. Be bold, be courageous to redefine your path. So do that. So I want to tell this. I stand by even today. Never submit to unethical trends or what your conscience doesn't permit. So whatever it is, please don't do anything unethical. So like Guan Yin Zhu said, don't waste time calculating your chances of success and failure. I'm glad I visited, thanks to Dr. Chima, who's here, who introduced me to Dr. Pratiksha, Professor Pratiksha, we are going to do an MOU with the Khalsa College in the NFB. And thanks to Principal, Dr. Kavita Madam, for doing work with the bioanalytical chemistry, because I want to work with all of you. And thanks to Dr. Nair, who is the principal of Vivekananda Education Society Institute of Technology, which is the Vivekananda Engineering College in Chembur. So just fix your aim and begin. So my aim is to get Nobel Prize. So, and I also have, as I told you, when I was a college athlete, sound mind and a sound body. And thanks to my friend, Mr. Shivanandan, who actually made all the time do exercise for the last 33 years from the time I am come to Bombay. So yad bhavam tad bhavati. So I fit and I look like 18-year-old. I am 18-year-old. So Master Shifu, and I didn't realize why my fellows means I train eye doctors who wants to become a multilateral surgeon like me. So they called me Master Shifu. And I took 6 years to see this movie Kung Fu Panda. And thanks to this Corona, I did that last year. So I had enough time. So do you know how many times I saw this movie? 6 times. And what is the number of lessons you learn? 11. And it is there in the internet. My students, please do that. If you only do what you can do, you will never be more than who you are right now. If you are an ordinary student, yesterday another student came. He told me that his parents want him to get 70%. So I told him, why not you aim for 90%? He immediately told, my parents know that I cannot get more. I'm not telling the name of the student. I'm sure he's in the group. The reason is I told him, why not you aim for 90? Why are you saying that already I can't try? This is what I learned from Swami Chinmayananda in 1977 when I was the General Secretary of Madras Medical College. He said, if you want to do BA, you should aim at MA. And if you want to do MA, aim at PhD. And what he said is, you should have outstretched hands to reach. If you want to touch the ceiling, you'll touch jumping, you'll touch, or you wear a ladder. But if you have sky-high aim, how can you reach? You'll never reach. That's the idea. It doesn't mean you cannot reach and you'll be frustrated. You can see how Golden Temple was created. What a great thing they have done. And so this is what these sort of Swamijis who came, Swami Sukhabalananda from. So he said, life's most urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Same thing Swami Vivekananda asked. They alone live who live for others. Rest are equivalent to dead body walking. And that is why two people who told this are the statues there in Indian Ocean, where they meet Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. And can you call Kavita Pandey? And that's why I do camps. And from day one, I'm doing service-free clinic in Mahalakshmi Temple, Siddhivinayak Temple, and all over Mumbai, IMA, Lions Club, Leo Club, any club you may name, I have done that, award. So as famously said by Bruce Lee, I know everybody knows Bruce Lee, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So friends, we should do whatever you want. And this is a philanthropic aspect of ophthalmology. And I want to introduce my good friend, Aishwarya Rai.
Everybody is not able to believe. Everybody thought my SMS and joking.
I'm never too busy for a cause of movement as this. And Chief Minister, respected members of the Dr.
So she's the brand ambassador for eye donation in the world, and she has pledged the eyes, and she is supporting the Aditya Jyot Eye Bank. The next is a great friend, that is Dr. Kalam, and when he was a ISRO chief, then the DRDO, and then when he did the first launching of the in the Pokhran project. So I was admired, and I didn't realize he was a good friend of Dr. Badrinath. So once before he became president, I told Dr. Badrinath, I want to meet this Dr. Abdul Kalam. Can you introduce me? So happened, he was the chief guest in a function. He was not a president that time. And he told, you can come, you can spend 15 minutes with them, I'll introduce you. You won't believe, in the stage, he told, he got up his seat and gave me his seat next to Dr. Kalam and said, you meet him. And he told, he's my best student. And I'm glad, I can never forget that. Can you believe, instantaneously we became friends, not only because he hails from Rameshwaram, which is a beautiful place, and I hail from Madurai, which is only few kilometers away. And I always tell, India is sharp in the tip, and we both are from there. We are sharp here. So I think there's nothing, no point, but don't have comment. But I think you should know you're sharp. So he visited us as a president of India in 2005.
Friends, I'm very happy to Aditya Jyot Eye Hospital to visit. This interest kept me to visit here.
So he told me that he sent a patient to me, and then that's how when I treated him free, he said, what do you want? I said, I want you to come meet my staff. He did that, no function, nothing. As the president of India, he came, and this is research. We have a lab, which I'm doing an MOU. I hope to shift the lab to Khalsa College. I think we have about 500 crore worth of instruments. I hope Dr. Pratiksha is on this board, and thanks to Dr. Chima. And I think it's a godsend. I met Dr. Chima in Sri Sundar restaurant, where she enjoys her coffee and tiffin. And I also enjoy. So I'm the Secretary General of Global Eye Genetic Consortium. What does that mean? So we are all working in the internationally. My friend, the tall Japanese guy on the one end, and the other end is me. And in between are the top world experts from National Eye Institute, All India Institute of Medicine, everything. I mean, my friend, all of them, and there's so many of the group. And that's a group photograph taken in Tokyo, where we are actually making an MOU with the National Institute of Sense Organs in Tokyo. And he's a molecular scientist, and that's my dream, to find a gene to cure or find a genetic editing and genetic engineering, and do treatment for the inherited retinal blindness and the leadership. So I'm glad that myself and my mentor are the only two people who are elected to the Retina Hall of Fame. What does that mean? It means that, and I was the president of All India, the chairman of Aditya Jyot, managing trustee of a foundation. That's leadership. But Albert Einstein is my friend. Many times I think why he doesn't comb his hair, but anyway, that irritates me. But doesn't matter. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. I read this again and again. I made Shubha read it again. And yesterday I told her, we have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. So, Dipti, I'm going to ask you a question, and please take a screenshot, read it again and again. And the Padma Shri was given, and I think it's all right. So I want to thank Shamak Davar, who was again introduced by Dr. Mr. Shivanandan. He has this 4 P's: perseverance, perfection, patience, prayer. And also one more I add, persistence. And this 4 is from the S-Dance group from Shamak Davar. And precision, as a microsurgeon, I handle retinal tissue and tissues over the retina of 40 micron sensitivity. So you're all analytical chemistry students and maybe whatever, commerce and physics and then whatever, BMM and so science, arts and commerce. But I want to know 1000 microns make 1 millimeter. I handle 40 micron sensitivity and do the surgery. Thank God for the just or the things given to me in my hands. And that's why I can operate. And so this is just to say, I'm standing next to my friend Ron Yeo. The reason I put this picture is they are my friends from Singapore and they all know me from 1990. And Ronald Yeo always told me, Dr. Natarajan, I'm always happy to see you smiling and standing tall. The reason is, he told me, you are the most well-dressed ophthalmologist in the world. I actually dress to kill. I'm a trendsetter. And yesterday, I gave my new suit for my 4th September camp with Khalsa College and Leo Club in Dadar and Matunga, a new suit I wear. And that fellow asked me, are you going for a fashion show? I said, yes. So smiling and standing tall up emphasizes positive thoughts you have. It will reduce stress and improves self-esteem. So be proud like me and don't act proud. And the problems of life are not really out there. They're on here. Everything is decided in and by the mind. If you want your hospital, look like a management institute, that's what I've created. I wanted a hospital which should not have hospital smell, which should not look like a hospital, which should look like an ultra-modern American hospital. That means what? Looks modern, instruments are modern, technique is modern, the skill is modern, but you have to have the human touch. So I have an eye hospital, Aditya Jyoti Eye Hospital, whether it is here or in Dharavi in the foundation, where we have marble, we have all the best instruments, whether it is the Dharavi treatment I'm doing free or in the van or in the hospital. The technology, the doctors are same, but the look is fantastic. That's my dream, and I hope with the Leo Club, they are doing a remarkable job in RA Colony, and they promised me they'll take me, but yesterday they went and did a camp, but they didn't take me. So my complaint to Deepthi. And now I want Dharavi to be clean. I know they are doing Slum Rehabilitation Act, 1992. Rajiv Gandhi, the late Prime Minister, promised, but still the Dharavi is like that. And that's why I have a clinic. I want to clean it. They are claiming it will become like Dubai. I don't know when. Why wait for the government? Why not we do it? I know the municipal commissioner, Mr. Chahal, but if you clean it up, I think he'll be happy. We'll do that. So training, I think students, I want you to know what is mirror neuron. Then skill transfer, practice, wet lab, simulator. What is mirror neuron? I learned it. When it comes to mastering a skill, time is the magic ingredient. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not simply a matter of determination, but more of trust and faith. And so in this, I want to tell the mirror neuron is once a neurology experiment. One of the neurology scientists had actually doing a monkey experiment. What is that? The monkey was tied up like this and with the hand like that. And then the experiment was electrodes connected to the brain and studying about sleep and when the fellow is not doing anything. So every time at whatever time, 11 o'clock, he was taking a coffee and drinking. But the monkey did not have coffee. But he was left to do what he wants. So the monkey was seeing every day. And then you know what happened? One day, he didn't have the coffee, but he got up at 11 o'clock to, I think, bring the coffee cup. By the time he came, the monkey was doing this action. We didn't have a cup also in the hand. That is mirror neuron. What is that? You see one technique somebody is doing. It is like I learned typing like that without realizing what is mirror neuron. So I passed my typing exam when I was in 6th standard. That means how many years old, Shiva? Whatever age, 15, no, not even 15, 12, 13. So the mirror neurons are there for where you practice. Without practicing, you see somebody doing and it will register in your brain and the neurons will develop. And similar things, skill transfer, you practice again in the wet lab. So I'm actually going to Greece because I'm a great teacher in retina. So they are having a wet lab, they have a simulator, and I'm only going to teach 15 students. For that, they are paying me to come, and that's all about mastery. And fear is equal to death, and courage is equal to faith is equal to strength. This is what Swami Vivekananda taught me. And so we have this is a publication. We are ahead of Google diagnostic accuracy using offline AI. And I also did a work in Kashmir where I treated a lot of patients with the pellet injuries. And you can see this is how the Kashmir looked in 2016, deserted, but nothing. I don't have any fear for anything in life. And this was an article done where I can see my son and daughter and me wearing a same T-shirt, thanks to again Retina Hall of Fame. And why I'm showing this is that Dr. Van Helmholtz in 1851 found the instrument called ophthalmoscope. Jules Gondin found the retinal detachment can be treated. And we have a disease called Stargardt named after him. And this guy, Alvar Garstrand, he's the only guy who, eye doctor who got a Nobel Prize. And he's the guy who prevented Einstein from getting a Nobel Prize from 1921. He got it in 1922. So my question to the student is, why did Einstein get the Nobel Prize? What is the reason? And these are the stalwarts in retina. I am glad, along with them, myself and my mentor, Dr. Badrinath, are there. So we are also doing the same screening through teleophthalmology to prevent diabetic blindness, called stop blindness. In Hindi, I call it Jot Se Jot Jalao. Thanks to Echo India, thanks to Teleophthalmic Society of India, now both the things are merging with Leo Club of Khalsa College to do this low-cost screening devices at anywhere in Mumbai, starting with Dadar railway station and Matunga railway station, which is the only railway station run by totally women. And this is what we are going to create with the Leo Club. And this is my staff, thanks to my foundation staff, where they go to door. And this is the one which we can see this boy takes the camera into the thing and then sets up and then checks the retina. So this is what we are creating in Array Colony for the and we created a Guinness record thanks to my staff and Remedio, and also Roti Bank. We gave free diabetic people to the diabetic food to the. So this is how we can attach the mobile camera, I will do an infrared device and take retina photograph. And that's what this is my best friend Shivanand, who gave a talk for my Padma Shri, and he started this Roti Bank. You can see the former director of CBI, Mr. Karthikeyan, who investigated Rajiv Gandhi assassination. Mr. Shivanandan, the man who cleaned the Mumbai during the thing, and where we can see we are distributing outside Cancer Hospital and Tata Hospital. So we have created, and then I learned from Einstein. So I'm glad he's checked well. This is, I think, when he got the Nobel Prize, somewhat he has combed his hair. Creativity exists as one of the most important human resources. It permits us to look past what exists and discover new ways of thinking. And oftentimes the limit of knowledge is nothing more than our collective inability to observe the world and ideas in a new way, Albert Einstein. And the persistence, years of dedication, I want to remove the word frustration and put work with passion, and failure is a stepping stone, usually predate success. Only those with enormous amounts of persistence can work past these obstacles, from Daniel Kahneman to Malala Yousafzai and Nobel laureates persist when others give up. And that's what happened. 2005, Einstein proposed the theory and published in a very ordinary journal, in 1905. And he was nominated in 1921. And luckily he was nominated for two things. And he was given for the one which published in 1905. And the multidisciplinary expertise, that's why I'm with Dr. Pratiksha, the principal of Khalsa College, principal of Visit Engineering, then Dr. Kavita Pandey, then Dr. Chima, botany professor. So this is again, this is Martin Luther King 3, the leadership quality. The recipient of the Nobel Prize needs to have vision in order to drive their project forward for the right reasons. That's why the Alfred Nobel introduced the Nobel Prize. And the Nobel laureate needs to be able to envision not only how the world will benefit from the project of years to come, how every human being will be benefit. And thanks to Dr. Abdul Kalam, who gave me this book, Tibetan Lama's Guidance for Caregivers, The Medicine and Compassion by Choki Nimya Rinpoche and Dr. David Schlemm. And that's what I practice. So this is what Swami Vivekananda said. They alone live who live for others. And my friends, I live for all of you. Thanks to my alma mater, for my father, my grandfather. So you can imagine, probably I'm reborn as somebody from the same compound. And that's how I'm able to do the service from day one. And salute India for this great contribution of 200 glorious years of modern Indian ophthalmology, and to Shushusha for starting the first eye surgery and collaborating with Guru Nanak College, NFB department, Leo Club of J.N. Khalsa College, Institute of Chemical Technology, VESIT, everything is in the vicinity. So my friend from London termed this area as a verdant font of youth. What does that mean? We have more than lakh trees and more than lakh students, and we have young professors like me. And that was the title given to me last month. Is there a Nobel Prize to be won in ophthalmology? Yes, which I will do it, which I did it on May 7th. And what can we do to make a difference? Let's explore some valuable lessons which our friends from the movie Kung Fu Panda have taught us, while comparing the same with some lessons from my own life. We have the power to choose how we are going to react to our predicament. This is an opportunity to reflect, learn, and grow to be a better version of ourselves. So the movie is about the Po. The Po dreams of achieving great feats in Kung Fu and being a part of Furious 5, the best Kung Fu team in China. And if you want a different result, stop doing what you're doing right now. And I want you to do that. Dare to be different and dare to go out of the box. You do not have to follow the crowd. If you do what most people do, you will get what most people get. Hence, think outside the box and be different. And so lead the way and transform your way. So your mind is like the water, my friend. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear. So lesson number 5, to make something special, you just have to believe it's so special. And that's what I started also. And there is no secret ingredient. That's what is the whole Kung Fu Panda is about. So please see that. And lesson number 6, you must let go of the illusion of control. So don't control your thinking. Be what you are and get ready to dance with danger. So I went to Bosnia, where there was a problem. I went to Assam when there was Ulfa. I went to Sri Lanka when there was LTT. And I went to Kashmir. And why not? And I think everywhere I go, I spread peace. So learn to dance with the danger. And this is in South America, yesterday and today and tomorrow. So in order to become the successful person you want to, you must learn to level up yourself through the hardships. I won't call it hardship. The passion with love that are there to test you. Understand that failure, rejection, so-called setbacks and challenges will come. Learn to dance with your problems and not run away from them. Learn from your mistakes and failures. Never give up and keep moving forward. Lesson number 8, your real strength becomes from being the best you can be. Who you are you? What are you good at? What makes you you? And your strength comes from you doing your best. And lesson number 9, you are the master of your destiny. You can imagine that Swami Vivekananda told in 1898, and no one and nothing can come in between you and your destiny except you. Take destiny by the horns and have fun, my friends. And then this is what I told as a thing, and this is there in Om Shanti Om. When you want something, all the universe conspires. I use the word conspires in helping you to achieve it. Paul Coelho said. And lesson number 10, embrace your house. Hug yourself all the time. And my daily routine. So I get ready. This is my surgery. And your story may not have such a happy beginning, but I had a happy beginning. But that does not make you who you are. It is the rest of you, who you choose to be. You may be born in a village. You may be born in Dharavi. You may be born in Madurai like me. And I was born in a government general hospital. And that's called the Erskine Hospital. So what? You know, you are not born in, and you say, this is my daily, the gym exercise I do. And then thanks to Dr. Anamika Chauhan, don't let your mind stop you from achieving. She's great. And that's my team, my family. You can see Shubha. And this is my fellow, Dr. Sandhya, Dr. Nidhi, And I also appreciate everybody who works well. So again, Swami Vivekananda's quote. And so Padma Shri was there. And this is the 7 secrets of, so which I already told about Paul Coelho. And then follow the secret. That means same, Yad Bhavanti, you become what you think. So I want to tell last part where I would request the Leo Club and entire fraternity, that is the students of Leo Khalsa College, please take part in the August 25th to September 8th National Eye Donation Fortnight by Government of India. Join the Leo Club of Khalsa College in our attempt to contribute to the campaign. Participate in the contest for photography with the tagline aiming awareness for eye donation, and the best shot and tagline will be rewarded with amusing prizes by me. And thanks to Leo Sarthak Kunde, given by again Leo Dipti, the grassroots Leo, National Archery gold medalist, and Leo Prerna Uke, Vice President of Leo Club, the Karate Black Belt. I requested her to be my bodyguard, and Dr. Sandhya, who's from the city called Chittaranjan. And my student called me Master Shifu. I don't know why, but I want you to find out why. And take this opportunity to thank all of you for a patient listening. I know I crossed my limit so many times. Shubha reminded me. I apologize for the delay. Thank
No
you all.
worries, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such a brainstorming session. And you have left all of us again tongue-tied, as always. So without, I think, further ado, everyone, each one of us must have doubts, their opinions, their thoughts about it. So as you all promised that you all will be having a Q&A session with sir. So post your doubts, your opinions, your thoughts in the chat box, and we can have Aslam reading them all to the sir. Yeah, okay.
I see a lot of Lions Club.
Put your question, please.
You may also raise your hand as I have raised. If I am allowed, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes, Prathamesh, yes.
Yes. Sir, without any doubt, it was an amazing brainstorming session. I hope everyone has taken some spark from the great fire of service that you have lit. I had a question basically, sir, related to research. Sir, now you are an honorable person in the science network. So, sir, we wanted to know, sir, as students of science, what can we do to achieve a great heights as you have, sir? I also have a dream to, as I have discussed with you, to get the highest civilian award of the country. And you are on the track. You have achieved the steps. So, sir, if you could guide us all, what is the like, what are the important things which we should focus to get to greater heights as a student?
Yeah, so you're a science student, and any student has a research. So I split the word research into re and search. That means everything is available in the universe. Only thing you have to searching again and again. New treatment, like Alexander Fleming found penicillin, then Röntgen found X-ray. Everything was accidental because they were doing something, some experiment, some research. That means researching. And you have excellent research facility in Khalsa College. I compliment Mr. Bawa, the chairman of Guru Nanak College, and all the professors there. So I want to quote the secret book. People think about what they don't want and attract more of the same. And I modify it to say, people think about what they don't want, what they fear, what they worry, what they like, what they don't like, and attract more of the same. So what you should do as a student to achieve, like me, as your question, whatever you want, that means whatever you want to be, for example, the highest civilian award, or want to be the best researcher, or you want to some new treatment, or you want to do something so great, but you aim something, you land where something. That's why I use the word, you work with outstretching hands. That means you aim for finding X-ray, you will find a Y-ray. There are so many things were found while they were working on various electromagnetic radiation. X-ray is one of them. So something are infrared, and something is ultra blue. I don't know whether you know what is the meaning. So VIBGR is in the visible spectrum. There is a thing which is before and after. Same thing is what Lord Shiva did it in Varanasi. The starting and ending he doesn't know, and that is what is life. So, what is the visible spectrum and what is invisible? That's where infrared cameras came. Then this blue light came, and we found out that blue light is harmful to retina, and green wavelength is good for retina, and all that is there in the past. They used to tell walk in the green grass. You take lutein and zeaxanthin, and everything is research. So, you, as Prathamesh, your question is valid, and I hope every student understands this. You want to achieve Nobel Prize, you will get it. The problem is, first thing is, sir, will I get it? Then you're not going to get it. Why? Because the question itself has the answer. Will I get it means you have a doubt. So once you have a doubt, you have a, so that Robin Sharma says, if you have a doubt, and he says you have to be punished. What is the punishment in Himalayas? You have to go to the coldest water in the Himalayas and take bath. What does that mean? You freeze to die almost. You have to get down into the water and come back. Nobody will die with going into the bath. But the Stevens, he's the advocate, asking him, why so much punishment for a simple or negative thought? He said, no, the negative thought is a luxury for a person. If you are a monk, no luxury of having negative thought. You have to have stand still means stand. So same thing. I want the Nobel Prize. I don't have any doubt. Only thing I don't know what I'm going to find and what I'm going to get the Nobel Prize for. I'm aiming at genetic engineering. I'm aiming at artificial retina. I'm aiming at retinal stem cell. Something I will get, but I will get. I hope I've answered your question, Prathamesh.
Yes, sir.
Any more question?
Yeah, sir. I should say that now, inspired from you, I will always say that I will get the highest civilian award. Thank you so much, sir.
The 3 idiots you have to follow. Award should not be the only aim in life. See, I think the idea is you have follow excellence, everything will follow. Whether you want award, and I see, like now I come to a stage, I'm beyond awards, but still I apply, because wherever you have to do your duty, you have to do. But that's okay. That's for the team as a leader. Whether you, whatever somebody can call it selfish, doesn't matter. Don't worry about what others say. But you have to follow the norms of the law of nature. That means respect the elders. Every day I fall down in the flat in front of God, so that my head, even though I keep my head up high as an Indian, but every day I bow down to the Mata Pita Guru Mitra Deva.
Any more questions?
I want a Lions Club person, your sponsor, to ask some question or comment. And also Leo Club president has to ask, no? Whatever she has not asked till now.
We also have Anushri Patil. She is the district president of the Leoism. So if Anushri, you have some questions or any Leos from this thing, or specifically college students from Khalsa College, any questions? Because this is a wonderful opportunity. Bag it or you won't get it again.
So we have a young Dr. Abhishek Sajdeva from Jammu and Kashmir. I don't know whether he can unmute and say something. Yeah, Anushri is the name, as I see.
Yes, Anushri. You want to say something?
Attendees can type in the question and answer box. Aslam, there are some questions there. If you could just have.
Oh, there is no such questions.
Q&A.
No questions. No questions. Thank you for the moment.
No, there is.
Sir,
Suleika Avle
There
has
is the
asked,
question.
yeah, what is the photography
Yeah.
contest about? Can you elaborate? I think Deepthi will elaborate.
Yeah. Okay. So Sulekha ma'am, basically, since that week, 25th to 8th is recognized as the eye donation awareness fortnight. So we are just putting out a contest where you are expected to capture a shot of your own interest, and you can put a tagline to the same, but it should resonate with the idea of eye donation awareness. So basically, a short and a tagline that will, motivate people to pledge your own eyes. So that is the basic idea. And for further more concrete details, you can follow our page on Instagram, and we will be posting it there. So stay tuned. Yeah, I hope I've answered your question.
Okay, you can
I
also
hope I'm
send a mail
audible.
you can also send a mail or something.
Yeah,
Second,
that will be given.
the second question, anonymous attendee, is how to stay motivated during difficult times. I think I had a lot of turbulence in life, which I'm not elaborating, but I think continuously I was motivated because I had great people like Shivanandan after I came to Bombay. Before that, Dr. Badrinath. Before that, my mother. So I think my grandmother, so many people were there. But whenever I had a problem, my friends were great. And I think continuously, I think I never had any depressive moment, even though I became depressed only last year because of my grandmother. And otherwise, I was never depressed. So I think even if you're depressed, you can get out of it. Eat 3 times a day chili like me. And then Prerna has asked, sir, as a student, our mind always jumps to different thoughts because it becomes difficult to keep focus on one aim. So how should we stabilize our mind? Mind is a monkey. It will jump. So that is where I actually was telling you, people are creating a butterfly park. But I asked a question to Prathamesh, how will butterfly come and sit on you? He didn't know. What I'm trying to tell, butterfly is equal to happiness. And if you want happiness, you cannot chase it. If you chase the butterfly, it will never sit. So wherever you have a butterfly garden, you go and lie down and you have to be awake. That means you have to be awakingly lying down there without sleeping and without moving. So even the breathing should not be realized by the butterfly. Then automatically it will come and sit on you. And that's what the plants do. That's what the flowers do. When the flowers move, it may spread the fragrance. So I think you have to learn meditation. I know it's too early to learn meditation, but you can learn focus. So I recommend that movie Ek Ajnabi by Amitabh Bachchan. And he was a guard in that movie for a girl, 10-year-old girl, whom all the time comes second in the swimming competition. And then he finds out that that girl will cry and she goes in depression. And she will tell, I don't know why, uncle, I come second. So then he says, okay, let us analyze. So when he analyzes, he says, ready, set, go. By the time this third count happens, the gunshot happens, tuck. And then in the tuck, she goes one step behind, then goes into the swimming pool. So instead of having 10 second or 11 second, the fastest swimmer, she lost that 1 second in that going one step back. So he says, just become deaf, become focused. He says, focus, focus, focus. He says, ready, 1, 2, 3, you know the count, you jump. So he did that. And if you see Usain Bolt, his start is amazing. And I think he's amazing. I think he might have to go up. So other question is Preeti Shri. Sir, in your journey, did you feel like giving up at some point? How did you handle it? How to face the rejection? No. And I've been ridiculed for my color in school so much. And I've been ridiculed as a whatever, I don't know, so many things in the college, in the medical college. And I was like a Mr. Bean, the center of ridiculing. Everybody ridiculed me for my dress, for wearing a tie. I was the only guy, medical student, wearing tie, except professor. So everybody will pull my tie. Are Nati, you are wearing.
Aslam, there are some more questions if you could address them.
Yes. So the next question is hello sir, I think there is some network issue
for me.
The next question is, how do you keep yourself positive? I have very hard time doing that.
So you are already law of attraction, Alicia, that you are using the word hard time. I call it a precious time by saying that when you have a difficult time, that is the time it's a stepping stone for you. So same question again. I keep reading. So I keep reading about Dr. Kalam, Dr. Swami Vivekananda, meet a friend like Shivanandan, and also have a good person like Shubha next to you all the time. She will tell, don't worry, sir. Why are you worried? Everything will happen well. Today also she told me, correct? Well, no, why not you look at them?
So next question is, when can we expect cure of lazy eyes in adults?
When can you cure?
Expect cure of lazy eyes.
Yeah. So Abhishek Agarwal has asked that question. I am telling that you should prevent it. And it's easy to prevent it at the age of 5. So it's the mistake of the parents. They don't check the eyes of the children. So it's a very good question. So best is prevention. Prevention is better than cure. So a lot of treatment research is going on. I hope Indians are also doing research. I know that, but we don't have an answer today. So that is called research.
So
And
next,
what are your favorite books of all time? And that is Magic of Thinking Big by David Schatz.
so next question is,
So
I always get negative thoughts through things are being positive. Some small negative thoughts pops up. So how to deal with such thing?
So again, Robin Sharma says this, and Power of Subconscious Mind says this. Everybody has 95% negative thoughts. So first time when I flew in the plane, my hands were shivering and thinking that will the plane crash. So it's a negative thought. But luckily, that Power of Subconscious Mind says everything what you want doesn't happen. But even if it happens, it may happen sometime. So best is I tell, now when I sit in the plane, I'm saving the 400 passengers. When there's a chaos in somewhere, I'm the savior for that place. So everybody will get.
I think there is some glitch.
Yeah, there is some network issue.
Unish, sir, if you could look into that, please. If anything could be done. Okay, I think sir will join in again. So yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed the session, and it was wonderful of everyone coming. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Welcome
sorry.
back, sir.
Net had a problem. Yeah. Yes.
So
Okay,
Aslam,
so,
you could repeat the
yeah,
question.
next question is, how can a person aim for a higher goal before sitting and achieving smaller one?
And
From
before?
before sitting and achieving a smaller one.
No, I didn't get the question. What is the question?
Sir, I repeat, how can a person aim for a higher goal before setting and achieving a smaller one?
Yeah, that is why you have to follow the what is that? Harvard University's master management philosophy. Take baby steps. What does that mean? You want to become a CEO of a company? First, you join as a ordinary whatever employee. Then you become the head of the department. Then you become the whatever vice president of the company. Then the president. Then the CEO. Something like that. So you have to have baby steps. Whatever is your aim, you have to break down into 10 parts. Then make it. So I wanted to make an eye hospital when I was a 10-year-old. And I took so many years, 27 years of age to become a great retina surgeon. Then I was working in Shankarnetra as a 4,000 rupee salary. Then I came to Bombay Hospital, earned some 30,000-40,000 a month. Then I started as a job with a bank loan, thanks to Dr. Srinivasan who gave me the loan. So then I started in 3 small flats in Dadar, made into 5-6 flats. I took everything on the rental. In 2004, I got the opportunity to buy this place again with bank loan. So don't be afraid. Even today I'm on loan, but I know I'll finish it.
Okay, sir. So there is no more questions. So we are going to stop Q&A session.
No, but I thought Dr. Kavita Pandey should ask the last question and Dr. Saranjit madam also to ask the last question.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yes, sir. I can definitely ask.
Yes, sir, I had a question.
Yes, madam.
Sir, I usually face this problem that, these students, they are very much packed with energy. So, sorry for the background. I'm in college, sir.
No problem.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Sir, so I was saying that they are very much enthusiastic and they have the energy, but somehow not the motivation is not continuously high. It goes like a chromatography peak. So my question to you is that make them, continuously motivated as a teacher.
Oh no, continuously motivation is.
Sir,
I think.
should I?
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, whether students or your employee, I think they want all the time pampering, which is a problem as a teacher or as a chief of the unit or whatever professor. So they need pampering. That is the problem. I think they all want ladla. So I hope they themselves will understand even if you scold. So continuously motivation is, I think you have to find innovative ways to motivate them. See, I feel the entire Khalsa college is motivated. Now Atul is here. I don't know whether he is motivated. No, not like that. Whenever I get angry, you people get upset. No? No? What, Shubha? Madam, ask Shubha, no? Whenever I get upset, she tells something. Tell madam. No, explain, no? How do we get motivated? Madam is asking how to keep you motivated. Come on, remove the mask and tell. Like, remove the mask.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Please tell quickly.
What do I tell you?
No. Today morning also you are demotivated by me. Now how are you motivated again?
That is self-motivation. Motivation.
Not me.
Hmm?
Tell them.
Because the arrangements were not
No, that's not the point. Don't worry about that detail. What I'm trying to tell is, when I say something, anybody is getting upset with me.
Yes.
Even I'm upset with myself. What do I do? Tell. That's the madam's question. How do we motivate student who wants to be playful?
I personally believe like when you're upset, you should take a pause. You should not react immediately.
No, you're telling the teacher or a student?
No, as a student also, and I don't know, teacher I can't teach.
No, you can't teach. Yeah, I'm learning from you. This is my learning.
So whenever you're upset or you're demotivated, or you should always take a pause before reacting. Upset in the sense, if the other person is upsetting you, you should not react immediately with whatever anger or whatever disappointment. You should take a pause.
But the problem is I recognize the face and think I
And,
can read the mind, no?
Supposing, I am demotivated, then I should think of new ways to get myself motivated. Then at that moment, I should think of the good things that person has done to me.
So that's what the students have to do, madam. Kavita, madam, I think the answer is clear. That even when, see, madam, you will be scolding sometime they are not doing the homework or they have not done what you have said. Correct? Kavita, madam, are you there? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sir,
It was
you're
very, very helpful, sir. Thank you for the wonderful insights. I'll
Yes.
definitely apply it, sir. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I'm facing some technical issues, sir. Some connectivity issues. So I'm not sure if I'm audible.
As I told you, you are going to be there till 1:30. I'll come and see you.
Sure, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Dr. Chima wants to say something. Dr. Chima?
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Madam, yeah, everything is happening because of you, madam.
Yes, sir. Not because of me. The universe is run by someone else, sir. It's not because of me. It is just my association with you, sir. That has helped, now.
Yes.
So, sir, first of all, I would like to thank Kavita madam for inviting me. So, Kavita has honored me by inviting me. Otherwise, I would have missed your this talk. This talk was very, very inspirational, sir. I hope the students get inspired. Actually, I wanted to ask the same question what Kavita madam asked.
Yes.
It's very difficult, sir, to motivate our own students. Even my botany students don't get motivated. That is why I gave this your contacts to this department, because this department is very, very active in the Leo Club.
Yes.
Sir,
Madam, so I have a point which I'm also learning from you. Even I keep telling the same. My staff is doing this. My staff is doing this. I think we both have to change by telling from now, all my staff are working perfectly. All the foundation are working perfectly, including my manager and all the worker, including Shubha. Same thing you tell, madam. From now, all the botany students are motivated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, why I'm saying we are only giving a wrong to the universe by
Yes.
telling the truth. So
Yes.
3 days says all is well.
So I really feel privileged to be there in this talk. So only one question more I want to ask you. You are such a great personality. You have the prize with you and you are so humble, Hana?
Yes.
And when I have come early in the morning at Aditya Jyoth, I have seen you first entering the gate and then praying first at different locations.
Yes.
One at the entry, then one inside, Hana? What do
Yes.
you say when you pray? That's
Actually,
my
a very good
question.
Today,
And I feel so happy to see you praying. I
was
observed you.
in a hurry.
I observed you fully, sir, praying on that day.
No, I know.
Then I met you.
I'm telling you the answer. Actually, after learning about Swami Vivekananda, it's a very good question. Nobody asked me, so I'm telling you. As a child, I was forced by my mother to pray. Then as a teenager, I went to temple only to sightseeing. And then as a medical college student, I was afraid because my father failed because of sports, so I wanted to pass exam. So I was doing matlabi with God. Then after becoming a doctor, I realized so many things are not in your hand. Even though you know the medicine, you know the surgery, you can't save every patient for some reason. But Dr. Badrinath taught me, because I remember once we were doing a surgery on a New Year day, and then he had a complication, first surgery. So I told him, "Arey, what, sir? What a day. What will happen to the whole year?" He said, "What whole year? Every day is New Year for me. Every day is good day for me. What is the problem? We had complication. We managed it." I said, "All right." So I learned from that day, complication will happen because it is like a brake failure in a car, or like a plane has something. So I think that when I started the Aditya Jyot in 90, I installed a Ganpati because I was afraid of a complication. What is the complication? Every surgery I was doing under general anesthesia, when the patients don't recover, I used to be in tension. So I was wondering one day, what is this? I have faith with God and I'm doing everything. Then why I'm worried? Then I made a formula. If you have faith with God and you have done your duty, that is the biggest part which is not there in secret book. That is ask, receive, acknowledge, and gratitude is there. But in between, that word karma is missing. I don't know why. That Rhonda Byrne, if I meet her, I'll tell her. She has forgotten to write about karma. So karma is what you have to do everything what is required. So when I pray, I used to ask that I should become an internationally renowned eye doctor, which I have become now. Now I don't know what to ask more. So I forget to ask what I want. So when I go, I only thank my, as you rightly said, in the front of the compound, I pray the Vastu Ganpati. Then I pray my father, mother. Then my father's father and mother, Shivanandan. Then my mother's mother and father. Then finally God. Then I come inside, I pray Balaji. But every time I forget to ask what I want because already you are communicating with the universe and it is there already. What is there? I want to serve the people. I want to remove, I made a program. I'm glad Deepthi made the group name itself like that, which I'm making a company called Blind Free India Section 8 company, which is getting registered, which Shubha will follow up today. I have to call Mr. Raghu Modi, thanks to him for making that. And she has made a group called Diabetic Blind Free India, I think, which I told her to do only Diabetic Blind Free Mumbai. And that is what I'm breaking into the other station and Madhuna station, the Ravi, like that I'm going to do. So baby steps. Now we are not conquered, whatever. We are doing all the BMC centers. So when I pray, actually I don't ask anything because God knows, no, everything.
That
so
is what we are told.
And finally, I carry all this. So many gods I carry. But Swami Vivekananda says all that is bakwas. What he says is you have to have the God really in the heart.
In your heart.
So our body is the temple and heart is the God. The problem is that means he says we have a Tamil song. He says, "Arey, you are searching everywhere except where I am." That's what God is telling, sitting in the heart. So when I pray, I'm actually doing it for the public, like people like you to see, because I'm praying Ganpati publicly. I fall flat in Ganpati from 1990. Now, suddenly, if I stop that, people will think I become, I'm not bothered about thinking, but I'm conveying that I'm not bothered about God. So, finally, you are the person working with your hands. You are the person you are operating, or you are the person you are teaching, but the result is given by God, or whatever you call nature, cosmic. So, give the best to the cosmic will reflect it. So
I'm
I
happy.
read about Einstein. I all the time, in between, I had an argument with one of the friend. I told him, he told me, "Are you like Barack Obama?" I said, "Why not?" I said, I may be better than him. So I don't have any inhibition in me now. But that doesn't mean you'll have headweight. You have to respect for each one. That's why every day I bow down only to remind myself you have to be humble.
And you are, sir.
I've seen this Dr. Badrinath doing. Even now, he will open the car door for me. I'm a student. He will say, "No, you're a consultant. You have achieved more than me." I said, "No." But anyhow, now I decided, okay, let me enjoy. He will open the door. I will wait for it. And he'll close the door also. Doesn't matter.
But sir, you are humble. You are humble. You are simple. And I also feel very privileged. Such a short association I have with you. It's not even a year I've been associated with you. And you have trusted me. Kavita has trusted me. The most important thing is Kavita has put in all the trust in me and
Ma'am,
got back to you.
always, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, Kavita, so much. Sir, one more sentence I would like to say, that as you have already given so much inspiration to the students, but nothing in this world is impossible to a willing heart. So your heart should be willing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So body, mind, and soul, all
Yes,
three to be willing.
yes. So thank you so much, sir.
No, I dreamt of beautiful Bombay when I landed in 88. First time I came to Bombay in 1969, and that time with my father for the All India Conference. And then in 83, I came as a postgraduate student. It was like an ocean to me suddenly. But you know what I did? I dreamt of Bombay like Manhattan. And you should see that HDR movie made by Loda in the YouTube. And I wish every student sees it. And I think the people who came to my house, I showed them the HDR movie made by Loda with the 8K technology. Amazing. It looks like New York, better than New York. And I think you know why it's better than New York? Because we are made of beautiful minds here and beautiful hearts. With the greenery in, they have Central Park in New York, but we have our 5 gardens, Khalsa College, IPT,
Yes.
SIWS, and Aditya Jyot.
And thanks to all your team, sir. So wish you all the best, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank Shubha for taking all my brunt. So I apologize publicly.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shubha. And sir, Gujral and myself are schoolmates. We are classmates. Dr. Gujral and myself, yes.
Where is IK Gujral?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
No, Subhajit Gujral. Dr. Subhajit Gujral. Yes.
Okay. I thought the Prime Minister.
Dr. Subhajit Gujral. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
IK Gujral as Prime Minister for a few days, no?
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
After VP Singh, I think.
Okay, over to you, Dipti.
Yes. Okay. So moving further with the vote of thanks, since we are already running out of time, it's over. And so I would like to request Dr. Mariammal Muttu ma'am to please come up and present the vote of thanks.
Yes, Dipti. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to all the teachers and all the students, Leo Club members here. It was a very great session. And Dipti, hats off to your team members to organize this. And sir, Natarajan sir, I'm too impressed with your speech. I mean, after reaching such a position, you can be so humble. You set a real life example for us. So even if we reach a limit, we will surely keep up our humbleness and we will surely maintain our character, whatever we have right away. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful speech, and let you aware all the others, whoever is not yet like us. Moving forward to your speech further in other topics too, sir, with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Maria ma'am. Also, I would like to add a few names. I would like to thank Leo Anushri Patel, our district president, 3231A1, for joining in. Thank you, Disha Kataria. Thank you, Megha Patavari, Utkarsh Tiwari, Yutika Banerjee, and all of the Leos, and especially the 147 participants that are yet holding on to this session. So thank you all. Thank you. It was worth your time. And thank you so much, Natarajan sir, for doing this for us. And especially thank you so much, Kavita ma'am and Chima ma'am, for getting us in touch with such a great personality. And so anything, I guess Aslam wants to say something. Aslam, over to you.
Hello, sir. Sir, your talk was very informative, motivational, and inspiring. Yes, sir, you are 18. Yes, you are, sir. I have never seen such a warm, friendly person like you. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Thanks a lot. Over to you, Dipti. Yes, Dipti.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we can call it off if there are no further suggestions or opinions or thoughts. Yes, Kavita ma'am, if you can hear me.
Hi, Dipti. Yeah, I think Kavita ma'am is facing some internet issue. Hello, can you hear me, right? She
Yes,
was in
yes,
the
yes,
mid, but
ma'am.
I think she was facing some issues because we were not able to hear them. And on behalf of our 5-year IC, I'm also interested to give the vote of thanks because it was really a nice session by such a eminent speaker. Sir, trust me, each and every point you taught us today. Actually, मैं बोला जाए जो आपने समझाया, it was very correct. Related to God, related to books, related to every each and quote you used to explain us. So thank you so much, sir, for collaborating with the 5-year IC. On behalf of our department, I will again tell you, I want to give you vote of thanks. Thank you so much, sir. Hello, Deepti, you're there?
Yes, she's muted.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Even I am a faculty here. So my name is Priyankal Sharma, sir. Such a, well, can't like, sir, I cannot even express ki meeting such an eminent speaker, sir, wo bhi Padma Shri awardee. It's, thank you so much, guys, ki like you gave chance कि हम ये सब session attend कर सके. Thank you so much, sir, for your motivation, sir.
You're in which department?
Sir, 5-year
Same, sir,
IC, sir.
FIS. She's a
These are our students
teacher.
only. Yes, sir.
No, which department I said. Now, what I meant.
5-year IC, sir. 5-year IC.
Analytical sciences.
Oh,
Bioanalytical sciences. Yes, sir.
There are teachers. All of the
Yes.
Kavita ma'am is the HOD, and all of the teachers are here.
Faculties, sir. Yes, sir. So
Panelists
yeah, it was a
are
very great
teachers.
session. I should appreciate you students also. And I hope students you have forwarded the feedback link in the chat box so the participants can fill them. Yes.
Also, not forgetting, I would like
Yes,
to acknowledge the presence and also thank you to Gujral ma'am, Chima
Yes.
ma'am, Swapna ma'am, Mariamal ma'am, Priyankal ma'am, all of
Each
the
and every
teachers
teacher present. Yes.
supporting us throughout the journey. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, students. Thank you to you as well. Nicely arranged webinar. Well done.
So Preeti Shri is a Malayali. Yeah? She written Romba Nandri, sir.
Yes, so Aslam, could you please post the link, feedback link in the chat box so that everyone can fill it?
And also Natarajan sir,
Yes.
our friend, our guide, philosopher.
Our guide and also a person who's very young to us, but still
He's 18. He's 18.
He's 18, I know.
And we are 22.
Yes,
I know.
we are 22.
And soon we will be celebrating his 18th birthday on 4th of September with a medical camp at Matunga and the other stations. So just putting it out there so that you all can ask people to participate in it and get yourselves examined. Aslam is a chat box. Have you posted the link?
Yeah, give me a second.
Prathamesh, if you could do that.
Shall I post it, Dipti?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so it has been posted twice for you all. You all can find it in the chat box and give your feedback.
Dipti, make an announcement for the certificate as well. It might take 3 to 4 days to get the certificate. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you all will
Yeah.
be receiving the e-certificate within 2-3 days. No, not longer than that. So you all can keep checking your email IDs for that. We will also post the feedback link in the groups that we have in common. So you all can find it there as well.
So, sir, concluding remarks from you, and then we end the session, sir.
The concluding remarks is from Shubha. Yeah, Shubha, you have to tell.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Remove the mask quickly. Shubha is continuously telling too much, sir. Stop.
Yeah,
Alarm
I can't handle all this. Yeah.
Now tell concluding remarks.
Thank you all so much, especially Eco India team. They handled it very well in short. We gave them a very short notice to arrange all this, and also Dipti's coordination. And yesterday, this Sarthak, Prerana, and Aslam. It was a very amazing, motivational session. I enjoyed it. Thank you all so much.
Anyway, I thank, as Shubha said, thank Shweta.
And also Sandhya, Dr. Sandhya.
Yeah, Dr. Sandhya, definitely. And also the ECHO team. As he said, the Teleophthalmic Society is young society, and I'm the founding president. Thanks to Echo India. Thanks to everybody. I hope they also have put it in live, which is there in YouTube. And I hope many will. And plus, definitely you can give me whatever points
Yeah,
which
I
I can.
forgot to mention Atul and Sameer.
Yeah, they are also doing the Aditya Jyoth Facebook live.
Yeah, also I would like to add on two names. I would like to give them a big shout out. My team members, my Vice President Prerna Uke and the grassroots Leo Sarthak Punde. Thank you so much for helping out, sir, with his PPT. And I know you all have spent the previous day.
Day and
Yeah,
night.
yeah, day and night they were there. So kudos to you all, and keep rising the name of our
Is she
club
there?
higher and higher.
Is Prerna and Sarthak is
Yeah,
there?
they're in, but they cannot really unmute themselves because that is allowed for only the panelists. So they can type it
No, but
here.
they can be allowed by Shweta and Echo people just now also before we
Yeah.
can we
So
what is the
can
name?
we have them on Prerna Uke and Sarthak Punde?
Can you type that in the chat?
Yeah.
Echo India will do it.
Yeah.
Or where?
So when is the book on your life story coming?
Madam, I think I will need what is the name? Madam, your answer. Shubha. Shubha will promise now. Remove the mask. Remove the mask.
If you get good support from this young budding talents from your end, we can definitely do this.
Okay, ठीक है.
Any day for Natarajan sir.
Who was this?
Prathamesh here.
Prathamesh. Okay. So Echo India, can we request Prerna Uke and Sarthak Punde from attendee to be made as panelists for answering?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But where is Sandhya? Can you call Sandhya? I think Prerna is now
as a panelist. But
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Prerna, we cannot see you.
One second, sir. Am I visible?
Yes. So tell your how was it?
Sir, it was really great to meet you and spending time with Dr. Sandhya, especially. We were like buddies, and yes, our mummy Shubha ma'am. It was really lovely to work under you. You all
made me mummy.
Yes, you all are very.
She said, no, for me also.
You all were very lovely and friendly with us. Didn't feel like we were at a new place. And thank you so much. We loved it.
Okay, yesterday you saw the presentation and today you saw the delivery. So what is your comment?
Sir, yesterday what you asked me, today I got the answers. I can say, like, I heard everything and I was like, it felt new. It didn't feel कि कल हमने presentation देखा था. It was very new to listen from you talk.
He wanted this presentation,
Hi, Dr. Sandhya.
They are thanking you. So you made her friendly.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Sandhya. You are a very great mentor to us. It was lovely working with you.
Oh, really? But it's the same for me also. You people help me a lot. Otherwise, it will be difficult to edit something.
It was mutual, in fact. We also enjoyed.
No. What's her name? Prerna. When you said, when you told, like when suddenly she said, no, I cannot do all this editing alone. And I'm glad in 1 second you told I'll be there. So which is great.
Yes,
Because otherwise she was losing her confidence.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, that is a selfie while working. We took a selfie.
Yes, thank you. So thank you, Chima madam. You are the root cause for all this, and that Dr. Kavita really just wanted from her to come and so now I'm Madam Dr. Chima madam, are you there in hospital, sorry, in the college?
No, sir, I'm at home.
Okay, anyway, Dr.
Yes.
Kavita madam is on in the
Kavita
hospital.
is in the college. Yes, Kavita
Yeah,
is in the college.
I'm going to meet Kavita now.
Okay, okay, sir.
Because I blocked my time till 2 o'clock.
Yeah, even principal sir may be there. When you go, even principal sir will be there.
I hope he will have
Yes.
time. Every time when I go, he's busy.
No, you can always go and meet him.
No, I told Pratiksha madam, but every time she found he was busy.
Okay.
No, Dr. Kavita can find, we are coming there, madam.
Yes, you tell her in advance that you're coming at this time, then sir can be made free.
No, I'm going to leave in another 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll tell her.
So
I'll
we are-
tell her.
Nothing. No, right now you can come with me, no, to go to Khalsa College. No? Okay. Anyhow, she is doing duties first.
Okay, that's
Sunday
important.
she
Yes,
will get.
that's important.
And I will be, Aslam is written, he is in the college. Okay. Aslam, then we should meet Dr. Pratiksha.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So is she there in the college?
Yes, she is, sir. Actually, I'll leave after this session, sir. The college. It will take 10 to 15 minutes to reach.
No problem, no problem. Anyway, thank you all. Really, I think I enjoyed. I know I crossed the time limit, but I think I have as one point for Dipti as a president. Dipti?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I was thinking we should do for the whatever multiple Leo clubs of whatever in and around you with your sponsor main Lions Club as a smaller session, so that only one topic we can take in the sense of my life and then elaborate to them, so that even I feel so much I want to tell, but at the same time is a problem. Not a problem.
No worries. We can have another session. We would love to
We'll have a
you.
physical session now, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We'll have a physical session, sir.
No, I am telling monthly we have one till the time you are present.
Monthly. Okay. Okay, sir. As you wish.
And every time it should be different,
100%.
not the same thing.
Of course,
And,
it is with you. How can
Lion,
it be the same?
Lion Manoj Shah has written, sure we will. Thank you, sir.
He is the support of
Yes,
Leo
he
Club of GN
is
Khalsa
GN
College.
Khalsa
Is the
since day
idea,
one.
it is the brainchild of Manoj sir. Leo
Very
Club of
good.
Khalsa College.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Manoj Shah.
So with
And
this,
also- And also we have to see that the other person in station, what's his name? You keep meeting, no? Dipti.
station master.
No, not
Station
station.
master, Meena madam.
No. That social activist, what's his name?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Vinay
sir.
Gattani.
Vinay Gattani, sir.
Vinay
So
Gattani.
we have to make sure he's there for our camp, or maybe we should meet him.
100%.
He will.
is
He
there.
will be there. He will be there.
Already invited, already agreed to come.
Okay, great. No, not agreed to come. We have to plan with him what he can do more for the people.
Yes, sir. Surely we can do something for Dharavi also, as you said.
Right.
We will try something. We'll initiate something, sir.
Right.
Talk
And
actively.
yes, sir, we are going to take you to RA.
I'm
sure.
doing.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I promise, sir, that next time we will go to RA with them for trekking.
Definitely, definitely.
Only if Shubha ma'am agrees.
What? I didn't get.
Ma'am, only if you agree, we can take sir to RA colony.
Yeah, you can take him. Only thing is, you can leave him.
She's
back
telling,
here for the
she's
surgeries
telling,
and, patients.
she's telling, take me also.
No, we'll take you, but you won't take sir back again to the hospital then. He has to spend time with us.
Then we need to schedule that way then.
Yes. So we need 6 hours from sir so that we can enjoy
Yeah.
nature at its best.
Too much too.
6 hours is too much?
Yes,
We'll
see,
make it worth it.
Shubha ma'am will start scolding.
No, Deepthi, where are you now?
I am right now at my home, Andheri.
Okay. No, otherwise I'm bringing her to college. You can lock her in the room.
I will do this.
Aslam will come to college, it seems. So Aslam,
Okay.
yeah, Aslam can help you out, sir.
Yes, I will do this.
Excuse me, sir, we are running a little out of time.
Yes.
So,
I think we will.
Sure,
Thank
sir.
you so much. Thank you so much. On this note, we end the lecture.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you so
us,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Eco India.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you,
Bye.
Eco